Are your friends?
We were just talking about Tyrese.
What did we say about him?
Remember, I was talking about Tyrese. What was it I said about he get on my
Talks a
nerves?
lot. You say he talks a lot. Was it from the movie that we saw?
No,
Or was
what
it
was
some
that story,
recently
y'all?
that he did?
We did a Tyrese story recently. You don't even remember it. That's how fast we went over here.
We talk about him so much, though. I didn't think it was a story on him.
We did a story on Tyrese.
He didn't say anything.
No, this was a while back, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
It'll probably come to me. Well, right now, he's beefing with DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to read the whole thing. I'll just give us an...
what did he say about DJ Envy?
Let's just talk about this. So first of all, the history. Okay, you know the Breakfast Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always was Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy, and it was Angela Yee. Now she's gone. It looked like it's going to be just hilarious because she on there all the time.
Is that the one that be coming in the window and she's in a screen and she gives
no.
updates?
Oh no, that's what's her name. She's the other one.
Okay.
Tez. She gives the news.
Okay.
Jess Hilarious is a comedian. You remember Jess Hilarious? Remember I talked about her and the whole thing with the transgender and her, whatever.
Okay.
So DJ Envy, and his wife were going through a divorce, or they was getting ready to go through a divorce.
They are?
No, just listen.
Oh,
this was a few years ago.
Nice couple.
No, this was years ago.
Okay.
This was years ago. He had an affair with Erica Mena. You remember Erica Mena, the one that called Spice a ape or gorilla or something. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I don't want to have to remind you about who all these people are.
It don't matter, though. Keep it moving.
Right. So Erica Mena on Love and Hip Hop had an affair with DJ Envy. Okay?
Okay.
And DJ Envy got like 6 or 7 kids. So he married. And they've been together since I think he was in high school.
Yes.
So they've been together forever.
Same baby mama?
Yes, with her.
Okay.
So they was getting ready to get a divorce. Okay. Erica revealed that she was having an affair with him, and then his wife was over. She was done with him. Mm-hmm. Tyrese said God told him he don't even know them. He didn't know them at all. He didn't know them as nothing.
Well, he holy man. He be in
God woke him up and told him.
He be in people's
God
church.
woke him up and told him to save DJ Envy's marriage. So he said,
how did he tell him?
Well, hold on. Just relax. So he said he don't question God. God tell him something, he doesn't.
He just go and do it.
Keep in mind, he can't keep his own marriage. His own marriage is gone. He's crying about his marriage.
And he don't even wait to see if that's really God talking to him.
But God told him to save DJ Envy's marriage.
Okay.
Again, he don't know them from a hole in the head.
Okay.
So he gets a hold of DJ Envy, and they start talking on the phone. And DJ Envy was at his wit's end. He literally tried to commit suicide. He went to his car in the garage and turned the ignition on.
The Tyrese thing?
Before Tyrese.
Oh.
He turned the engine on, and you know how you die that way, whatever.
So he was
his wife called the police. They came and saved him and put him in a hospital. He got better. He was depressed because his wife was divorcing him. Oh. He'd been with her since high school.
Wow. But he had an affair.
Well, there you go. So Tyrese gets on the phone and he starts counseling DJ Envy. Now, keep in mind, this is before Tyrese was divorced. This is why Tyrese is good. Everything is going good for Tyrese. Okay. He probably wasn't crazy back then. Okay. He was like Kanye. Yeah. There's a moment where they had clarity.
Hallelujah moment.
So this was clarity time for Tyrese.
Okay.
And he called DJ Envy and they talk on the phone and he's counseling him through it. He's helping him. And DJ Envy said he did help him. He helped him get out of that. Get out of that
slump that he was in.
That feeling of depression.
That
deep
depression. Yeah. That take his life depression.
Yes. He got him out of that.
Okay.
And he also counseled him. Gave him scriptures and prayed for him and really pulled him through.
Okay.
So then he said, you want me to talk to your wife? Because she wasn't taking no calls or nothing from DJ Envy. So he started talking to his wife. Okay. And counseling her.
Okay.
And talking to her. Yeah. And making her feel better.
Oh my God. For real, Kim.
And I'm not lying. And giving her scriptures.
So where's this going? If this
so then he said, let me put y'all together. Because he's been talking to the both of them separately. And he said, God he woke me up. Told me to put y'all marriage together. So then he said, I'm going to come and I'm going to sing. I'm going to do a romantic night for y'all. I'm going to put it together for DJ Envy. She's not going to know. She'll just show up and he'll serenade and everything will be great. And they'll talk. He'll back out the door and let them talk.
Okay.
And they talked. And then he said, I'm going to stay with this. I'm going to stick this through. I'm going to be on I can be on the phone as a third party. And when y'all, he's all embedded in there. He's in there. I'm going to be a third party. I can put both of y'all on the phone. And then you talk and, okay, indeed, let her talk. All right, okay. Did you know he was feeling? Oh, I didn't know he felt this way. Maybe that's why he had the affair. Okay, well then, okay. Maybe both of us can work out. And he mended their marriage.
Really, Kim?
DJ Envy said if it wasn't for Tyrese, they probably would have got a divorce.
Where is this going?
So after the marriage was mended and they're back together again and everyone's great, he's still in their life. He's still talking to him. He's talking to the wife. He's on the phone talking about cars and all kind of stuff. He's her friend now. She wakes up in the morning. Tyrese is there. She's talking to him on the phone. She said it began to come too much.
Yeah.
He started demanding my time. If he texts you, can you talk? Oh, well, I'm not going to
gotta trust you again, my brother, because you didn't went too far.
So now she has a whole life with DJ Envy's wife outside of DJ Envy. It's just him and her talking. Friends. They laughing. He's showing her beach houses that he's buying and cars. And this is his friend now. He's a friender.
He made friends with this couple.
So then after a while, it starts to become inappropriate, she said. She started feeling like maybe he's starting to like me. He's saying some stuff that's inappropriate. And if I told my husband what he was saying, he wouldn't like that. So I got to cut this off because I'm married. So now she's not cutting it off. She must have told DJ Envy and he got upset. He said if he was anybody else, he would have punched him in his mouth. Or the word was boxed his mouth.
You think?
So then, hold on. So then DJ Envy blocks him on his phone. She apparently blocks him on her phone. So then DJ Envy is up with that. And you know, Charlamagne making a joke out of everything. He's talking about it on the Breakfast Club. How Tyrese is coming up there to promote, I guess, an album or something. I don't know what he's promoting. He's just coming up there. So they got to address it. He hasn't talked about him. Every time a Tyrese story, it was a few years ago. Every time a Tyrese story comes up, DJ Envy and Charlamagne clown him on air. And so Tyrese is sick of it. So he comes and he shows up at the show and they're sitting there talking and they said, we got to address it. And Tyrese was upset. He said, every time my name comes up on this show, y'all clown me. Now, you know, Jess Hilarious was there. She's a comedian. Mm-hmm. Don't put Jess in a room with seriousness because she's going to make jokes all the way.
And she
Yeah, they clowning you. They shouldn't be clowning you, Tyrese. She making comments all behind it, making it worse. You know how people make stuff worse in a school fight? Yeah, you gonna let him talk to you that way? Yeah. You gonna let him say that? That's her.
Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah, all throughout the chat. So finally, Tyrese says he wants to apologize to Charlamagne because Charlamagne blocked him too. Apparently, him and Charlamagne, I don't want to go into that whole thing. It was some beef that Charlamagne had with Tyrese too over an interview that never got put out. Oh, wow. And so he said, I'd like to apologize to you, Charlamagne. I was on meds, psych meds, and I was doing things and saying things out of my character. That's when everybody saw me crying on TV, on internet and stuff. I was under psychotic medicine. Ooh. That wasn't me. So Charlamagne forgave him. Then he started going to DJ Envy. He said, I don't like how, he said, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And DJ Envy sitting there quiet, listening. He said, when I was going through my divorce, you clowned me. I didn't do that for you. I went all out for you, man. He named all the stuff that he did, all the stuff I told you. He said, God helped me. God put me to help save your marriage. And Envy said, I give you that. He said, I could never take that away from you. I agree with you. If it wasn't for you, I probably would be divorced because you really did step up. Mm-hmm. He said, that's the only reason why I'm not going all out on you right now. And he was like, go out on me on what? And that's when he told him, my wife said you said something you were saying inappropriate stuff. And he was like, well, what did I say? He said, I don't want to say it, all like this. He said, but that's why I blocked you, and that's why my wife blocked you. And then he said, Tyrese said, well, if you was really a friend and you saw me going through all of that, you wouldn't block me. You would try to help me or try to figure out what's wrong with me. If that's out of my character, you would help me. You wouldn't just shun me. Mm-hmm. And so that showed you probably that they're not really your friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they ended that. Everybody apologized.
But he wasn't supposed to be a friend per se. He was supposed to be told by God to help their marriage.
Right. Well, everybody,
and that means you help the marriage, help them get there, and then you leave.
Everybody apologized. Uh-huh. And everybody was laughing, and it was such a wonderful night. And he went home. Mm-hmm. Well, the next day, Tyrese gets online and he goes off on DJ Envy. And DJ Envy was like, I thought we smashed all of this.
Yeah, you squashed it.
I told you Tyrese is a nut job.
Maybe he was on those meds again.
Oh, where's that other one? No, I don't know what he on. But remember, he did the same thing with The Rock. He fights everybody.
He does.
So this is where I was saying, who is this? This is Forgotten Kings TV. Okay. This is a little bit of what Tyrese said.
Nobody's going to be around and no camera's going to be rolling.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover.
Ed Lover. Mm-hmm.
Even when you were on, and you could say you were on those psych meds, and you could say that you weren't.
What you mean?
But as a man, some of the things that you said, Tyrese, deserved me to box your mouth.
Whoa,
and I didn't. No.
Look at this, man. Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022.
So he came back and said, DJ Envy, you are a liar. I was not blocked. I got receipts showing I was still talking to your wife after that, and I was still talking to you. And neither one of y'all said anything about me saying something inappropriate to her. He said, why didn't y'all tell me while I was talking to y'all that I was inappropriate? So that's why he coming back.
So who was supposed
August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3. She said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending.
Now, that's really not receipts, Tyrese, because you're going through long texts of you saying something, and she'll come back and say one line. To me, if somebody answers me back one line, they got beef with me. They just not telling me. Mm. If you write me 5 or 6 texts and I come back and go, oh, that's wonderful.
Go back to the text way before that when she probably
they was conversating.
Yeah.
So he don't even realize. To me, I feel like one word or one line answers to me tell me something is wrong. Mm-hmm. Hi, everything is wonderful, blank, 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 and the person come back and go, oh, that was nice.
Real short answers. Short
images
answers.
Of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like, see? I know y'all always got nice cars.
All right.
Oh,
You think life is short?
But the thing that I've heard about this,
the regular season's just 18 weeks.
Is that
for real? But second of all, you lying on me, bro. You just making shit up. I got receipts.
Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on 2 different occasions. Once, many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. And a lot of times you'd be laying in the bed next to me while I was talking to him. And at first, everything was cool. But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
You know, I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, you know.
So the bottom line is they've never come out and said what he said that was inappropriate.
Right.
And Tyrese is saying, what did I say that was inappropriate? You're lying, DJ Envy.
But they don't want to say it on public. radio. I get that. But I fought both sides.
I fought both sides too.
They both.
What are you gonna say? And then we'll
in
move
fact,
on.
they should be donkeys. Both of them should be donkeys because, like you're saying, don't lead people on. If right away when you're offended or you feel any offense,
you got to tell people.
Hit it.
So this is a lesson, right? That's what I'm saying. This is a lesson to people. When somebody offends you or does something that you don't like or whatever, you got to tell people what they did. Don't just assume giving one word answers or one word thing that they'll get what you did. Then the other thing that I feel is inappropriate, I don't think she should have developed a relationship with him.
That's her fault.
That's her fault. Once that he fixed y'all marriage and that was it.
Set the boundaries yourself.
That's it. I don't need to have a conversation. See, this goes into do men and women who are married have friendships of opposite sex outside of marriage? I don't feel like you should if the spouse is not friendly with that person.
It seems like, and we're just here saying that her husband, DJ Envy, it was no problem with him and his wife talking to homeboy. Right. She started feeling a certain way.
Yeah.
Now, you're right. If your wife is feeling uneasy or a certain way in the friendship, now the husband got to step in and say, okay, babe.
Now, some people are against DJ Envy and his wife. Some people are saying, why would he feel comfortable to do that unless she gave him some kind of a platform to do it? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But does a man feel comfortable with flirting with another man's wife if he knows the husband, if she didn't give him something to feel like he could do it?
Here's where we're going with that question.
Yeah.
The problem that I see in this, and that the couple should have, after Tyrese supposedly did what he was called to do.
Yeah, move on.
It worked. They got together because they shared some probably intimate things with him. I'm not feeling this.
Yeah.
DJ was like, DJ Envy, you didn't feel this, baby? I thought you felt when I come and touch you this way.
Right.
You want me to rub you this? I like when you do my feet, baby. Tyrese is taking all of
that in.
And as a man that's supposed to be hearing from God on this, you're wrong as well.
Yeah.
Because your spirit, your flesh felt all of that info.
Yeah, and just keep on the fact that, and I don't feel like, we don't know. We just speculating. Her husband just cheated on her.
Yes.
So if he's complimenting her, she's probably not going to cut that off. She's like, oh, you think my hair look nice? Or you think I look cute today? Or she probably was accepting all of those compliments. And then Tyrese was probably thinking, well, since she's accepting all these compliments, I could probably do you better than him, to be honest with you. Even though and this made me think, and you're not going to say a name when I say this. Somebody said ministers do this all the time. The wife and the husband go to the church, and the wife comes to the pastor, and he ministers to her, and then he starts liking her, and then he starts talking about how horrible her husband is.
Yes.
And then he wants her.
Yeah, because he's having a desire to be with her.
How many times do we hear about pastors being with women in the church
that they
counsel in the first place?
But that goes even back to the thing when you told us, one of the things we were taught at our old ministry, and when we were doing counseling and stuff, they were saying you have to be, well, this day and age now, I don't know, because people are with the
if you're married, your husband and the wife should be
husband
there.
And wife should minister to husband
at
and
the
wife,
same time.
Wife and wife, a woman and woman,
and man
and man.
Well, that don't matter no more.
I know it don't matter no more because back in the day it was really
not man and man anymore because they have affairs with men.
I know they sure do. Like we look at the Catholic Church
or any church.
Well, the Catholic Church for sure.
Years ago did that.
Don't say a name, but what? What happened?
He fell in love with one.
See?
He wanted him to stay away from him.
Stay away.
He was trying to help him.
There you go.
So when you gotta be careful as a man counseling a woman.
Right. I'm going to guess, and that's probably what happened in this case. that he started liking her. But I don't know. We don't know.
But that is, I'm looking still at both sides, because DJ Envy and his wife, they needed to be accountable for this as well.
Yeah.
If you as the wife receive the help from the gentleman and he's continued,
you got to cut that off.
You got to draw lines, boundaries. Babe, thank you so much for helping our marriage be healed.
Thank you.
We need to move on now.
Yeah.
And I fought that couple for not because they saw Tyrese wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
And you now that
and
then
don't
I
just
Tyrese for saying,
and don't just cut people off. You got to tell them why you block them.
Be real with them. So both of y'all are donkeys.
So I agree. All right, so let's move on.
Okay.
That's with the Tyrese thing. What is this? Oh, Romney. Governor, Senator Romney